What is up, guys? Welcome back to the $1 Million Challenge, where I start off with $1. I'm trying to get 1% profit every single day until we get to $1 million. Right now, we're sitting on day 357. And before we hop into some gameplay, I'm going to show some bonuses we got since the last episode. Alright, so for the first one here, we have a $5 bonus from FanDuel. So we take that onto FlyX and we put that on a 1.01x and the cash is out. Next up, we have a deposit bonus where you put in $50 and get $5 in casino bonus. Same thing, I put that on FlyX and that cashes out at a 1.01x, so we get to keep that. And then finally, we have a $10 bonus for depositing $50 and I put that $10 on FlyX again and the cash is out. Alright, so for day 357, we're sitting at $3,865. We have our sports bets for the day. This is back from January 6th, 2026. We had a losing day sports betting, so not the best. But coming back to our sheet here, yeah, we had a losing day overall. So I think Bitcoin went down as well there. Went down like $9 or $11. So if we look at trying to get a 1% profit goal of $38.65, we lost money on the day. So we have to get some extra money today. We went down 0.62%. So we're gonna have to try to gamble and get $63 to hit our 1% profit goal. All right, coming into the website, I'm gonna be running an auto strategy today to try to get that 1% profit. So we're going for like really 1.6% of our bankroll in profit, which is a lot. Chasing some losses, but that's how we're playing the challenge, is just trying to get that 1% profit every single day. What I'm gonna be doing is using an auto strategy. We haven't done an auto strategy in a very long time. And what I'm doing is pulling the one we used to use way back like last summer. This thing used to cook. This actually won the bracket challenge. It's pretty high risk, to be honest. But what it is, we're on diamonds and we start off with a penny bet, 1 penny, and we're gonna double it every time we lose and reset on a win. And I'm going for like half the profit goal, so we're going for we're going for $63 on the day. So I'm gonna try to stop this if we hit $32, just to prevent it from like keep going. But we'll see how it goes. Yeah, it's pretty risky, I'll be honest. It's pretty risky. I think this did bust a couple times when we were doing the bracket challenge, so it's definitely possible that this will not make it through. That's why I didn't want to put this at $63, because realistically, going for like $32 on our 4% stop loss is like a 20% gain. So if we can profit 20% on our playable balance, that'd be pretty good. And then I'm thinking maybe we'll run it back. If we can hit that profit goal of like $32 there, maybe I'll run this back again a second time, or maybe I'll hop into a different game. But we're gonna see if this can cook today. So basically the way this works is, like I said, we're doing a penny, we're doubling up on every loss, and once it hits a 2x or higher, it's gonna reset back to 1 penny. But honestly, what we're really looking for is for this to get up to a high bet amount, maybe like $2, not too high, that we don't want to get to like a $30 bet. But either way, like we get this up to a couple bucks and then we hit like a 3, 4, 5x. That's ideal. That's ideal. And then like in a perfect world, we hit this 50x. I mean, there's a, what is that, 0.04% chance. So very unlikely. But if we hit that, it'd be pretty sick. Oh, it's even smaller, because these are, yeah, it's a 50% chance to hit 0.1x. So that's a like 0.0004, I think. But yeah, I'm gonna let this run for a little bit. I'm probably gonna speed it up because this might take a while to go in for $32 with our penny bet. But it has the ability to cook. I will say that it has the ability to profit. But we're gonna see if it can reach it, or if we bust, we bust. But yeah, we're trying something a little bit different. We haven't done an auto strategy in a while, like I said, so figured we just try it. But yeah, I'm gonna let this run. I'll be back whenever this either busts or hits the $32 profit goal. All right, so the strategy busted. We unfortunately we were not able to profit there. We were up pretty good though. We were up to like 17 bucks and then hit a crazy loss streak and busted. I tried to go all in like the last bet there, but yeah, it didn't work. So we're gonna enter the sheet. We'll move on to the next day. All right, so day 357 was a loss. We went down 4.56% of the bankroll. We lost $153 gambling for the day. So not the best day ever, but we're gonna move on to the next day here. So we have day 358 with a balance sitting at $3,715. And just to show our sports bets for the day, there's what we placed, and a couple of them lost, a couple of them won. Overall though, I think we stayed pretty flat for the day. So if we look at our accounts here, everything added up, we're at $3,715. So pretty much flat with yesterday. So we need to get that 1% profit goal, which would be $37, and we already got like $4 of profit. So we have to go for $33.72. So we're gonna hop back on the website and try to get that profit. All right, so coming back over to the website, we have $149 to work with. That's 4% of our stop loss. I guess that is our stop loss of 4% of the bankroll. And we're gonna run the same strategy back. I'm gonna give it another shot. I feel like it has the potential to pull it off. Maybe, we'll see. I'm gonna reset the live stats here and see if we can run this back and potentially profit this time. I feel like this has an opportunity to really pay out. Might be a little bit risky, a little bit too risky for my play style, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I have a good feeling about it for some reason. And we got torched yesterday, hit the stop loss, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'm thinking maybe I should double up the bet. We didn't really hit any big dips besides that one that busted. So I'm thinking maybe I should increase it to like 2 cents. But I don't know. That is pretty risky. Once this hits, I might double it up. All right, that hit. Let's go up to 2 cents here. And that'll be our base bet. So it'll probably move a little bit quicker, but it could bust a lot quicker too. So we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna speed this up and then I'll be right back. All right, so we hit the profit goal. We got $35.47. We needed $34, so a little bit above it. There was one big drop. I think we were down like 62 bucks. I can't seem to get it there. Yeah, I think it was like 62 bucks, so it was a pretty big dip. We came back and luckily the strategy worked out. So I'm gonna enter that in the sheet. We'll move on to the next day. All right, so day 358 was a win. We got our $35.48 of profit, so we hit our 1% profit goal. And then moving on to day 359, we're sitting at $3,761. And for our sports bets for today, I think it was a pretty flat day of sports betting, so nothing super crazy. But there's our bets for the day that we placed back on January 8th, 2026. And yeah, so we need to get $27 in profit today to get our 1% profit goal. So we're gonna hop in the website and see if we can pull it off. All right, coming back into the website here, we have $150, which is 4% of our stop loss. And we're gonna reset the live stats. And I think I'm gonna do some pretty big hands on the originals blackjack. We're gonna do $10 hands here to start off. I know it's a little bit crazy. Terrible start. We'll see if we can get there easily. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't want to play super tiny hands and place a bunch of bets. I'm gonna try to play a little bit more aggressive today. So let's see if we can pull it off. So far, off to a really gross start. All right, I'm gonna double this 11 against the 10 here. All right, nice. That pulls through. And we have 2 2s against the 10. It's just a hit. Okay. Always checking that. 11, 21. All right, we're back to break even. That's gonna be a double for sure. 10 against the 9. Okay, that's massive. I'm gonna drop this down to a 750. I think that would hit our profit goal. All right, they don't have the blackjack. We have a 12, 13, 18, stand, and we got it. Wow, that was pretty stressful, but that was pretty quick. So I was looking forward, just a quick little game there. But yeah, we're gonna enter that in the sheet and move on to the next day. All right, so day 359 was a win. We got our 1% profit goal. We got $27.50 gambling, so hit that 1% profit goal there. Moving on to day 360, we're sitting at $3,795, and then I'll show you guys our sports bets for the day that we placed back on January 9th, 2026. So I think it was a profitable day overall. I think so, close to it, maybe break even. But yeah, we're gonna need to get $37.95 to hit our 1% profit goal. We already got a little bit of profit, I guess mainly from sports betting there and some bonuses, but we're gonna need $31 to get the profit goal of 1%. So we're gonna hop on the website, see if we can get $31. All right, coming back into the website, I got our 4% stop loss in the balance up here. We're gonna reset the live stats, and then I think I'm gonna go for like $11 bet and just try to profit $11 here. Once we, all right, that was easy enough. I was gonna say once we get a win, hopefully, we're gonna move on to a different game. So yeah, got a blackjack. Very happy with that. Good start to the day. We're gonna hop in a different game, try to get the profit somewhere else. All right, coming into mines, I'm gonna place a $2.50 bet with 5 mines, and we're going for 3 clicks, trying to get 2x. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do the down bear strategy. So if we lose like that, we're gonna add a unit. So now we're up to $5. I'm gonna try to get $5 of profit on this game, and then we'll hop into a different game if we can pull it off. Okay, nice. There's a win right there, and that brings us into profit. Okay, so we're back to a 250 bet size. We'll do 3 random clicks again, and we lose. We're gonna double this up. Go for 3 more clicks here. We lose it, so we're gonna go up to a $7.50 bet. Add another unit there. Go for 3 random clicks. Cash that out, and then we're back to a $2.50 bet, because that would get us back to 1 unit of profit. So that's the goal here. See if we can get a quick win. Okay. So we're $21. It's only $10 for the day. So we're going to go to a different game, try to get the $10 somewhere else. Alright, so now we're in limbo. I'm going to do the down bear strategy starting with $1. Going for a 2x. And we're going to see if we can get $5 of profit here. We've been having some tough luck on limbo, so we'll see if we can get this one easily. We need 1 more win here on this chain. It should be good. So we need, I think, just $1 from here. Nice. Still need $5. That was a little bit too easy. Maybe I'll we'll start with $2 and see if we can get a win. This may have been a bad idea. Every time I get like so confident in this game, I get torched. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Alright, let's go back to the $2 bet. That loses. Okay. I think we need $31, so let's go for like $1.50 and try to get that. There we go. There we go. Nice and easy. $31.96. I'm gonna answer that in the sheet when we wrap up the video. Alright, so day 360 was a win. We got our $31.96 of profit, so we hit our 1% profit goal. Yeah, not a terrible video. The first day was a loss, so that kind of did hurt us a little bit, but overall it wasn't that bad. Overall in the video, we start off at $3,865, and then we ended up at $3,827, so we went down $38 in 4 days there. So stayed pretty flat, went down really like 1% of the bankroll, so not that bad, honestly, not that bad. Yeah, getting that loss, and we kind of recovered the next couple days here. Overall gambling today, we went down $58 on the website, and then let's see what our bonuses were here. We had a total of $43 in bonuses, so bonuses did carry a little bit. Got some sports betting profits, and yeah, gambling wasn't a successful day, unfortunately, but yeah, and honestly not too bad. Staying pretty flat, so I'd rather stay flat than go backwards. so I'll take that. But that's gonna be it for this one, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy. Leave a like, comment, any suggestions or thoughts you guys have, and then make sure you're subscribed. Join the Discord server if you're already in there. And until next time, take care of yourself. Don't gamble. It's a losing game in the long run. You can see we're down $253 total gambling, so I don't suggest you try this, but I will see you guys in the next video. All right, peace.